Hi guys, welcome to another video on my channel, and this one is going to be really great, especially if you're struggling to get sales, if you are like stuck with no sales or just a few sales a week or a month and you don't know how to actually move forward with your print-on-demand products. So basically I've been selling on print-on-demand for like 4 years now, and I've learned quite a lot, and today I'm gonna share with you 5 things and 5 actual things I would change if I started print-on-demand once again. And these are going to be really useful tips, not like nonsense stuff you hear all the time from different print-on-demand YouTubers that creating this kind of videos, and the best tips they can give you is just focus on quality, not the quantity. Like, everyone knows this stuff, so this is definitely not gonna help you with selling on print on demand. I actually gonna show you the 5 things that can really improve your sales ratio. Alright, so let's get started. So the first tip I can actually give you is to focus much more on the niche research than you are used to. So basically what people are doing is just researching some kind of print on demand niches, looking for the competition, like for example on Amazon, on Redbubble, and if the competition is low, they're believing that this is a great niche that's gonna make them a lot of sales. It doesn't work like that. Like, the good niche includes much more factors than just a competition number. That's why I'm gonna show you like a quick step-by-step method of analyzing the niche. So not only researching, but we also gotta analyze the niche. Like, first of all, I'm gonna use the Merge Hunter. You can use any other like free software to research niches, because the research is not the actual point of this video. I just want to show you how you can actually analyze the phrases, the keywords you have researched. I'm gonna use the Merch Informer. With my code JohnnyPOD you have 20% discount as always, so you can get the whole tool for $8 a month. You can check the description, every detail is there. Alright, so you're gonna go to Merch Hunter, top 500 marketplace US, Merch by Amazon shirts, and I'm gonna choose the BSR from 150,000 to 2 millions. So we'll get like not the most popular niches, as they are already very saturated, and we want to find something with a bit lower competition. Alright, so we're gonna keep scrolling. So if, for example, we've got like handyman hourly rate, so we can just copy handyman hourly rate t-shirt to Amazon merch. And just a quick reminder, change the delivery to address to some New York postal code, as we are researching for the US marketplace, and that's why we want to only see the results available for US citizens. Okay, so we're gonna paste the phrase here. And as you can see, we've got around thousands of results for this specific phrase. The next thing we gotta do, we can also check the competition for this niche on Redbubble. So we're gonna copy only this phrase without a t-shirt, because on Redbubble we are checking not the specific product but generally the whole niche. So I'm gonna open a new Redbubble page and let's paste this niche here. So let's click on search, and we've got only 71 results. So like, first time looking on this niche, you might think like, okay, on Amazon it has a bit of competition, but on the other hand on Redbubble the competition is really low. This is a great niche. But that's definitely too early to think that this niche will actually make some sales. And I'm gonna show you how to more or less analyze this kind of a niche. So probably the easiest way to analyze it is going to be use my tool. You can purchase for $2 and it's gonna do the work for you. But I'm not like forcing you to purchase anything on this channel. If you want, you can just remember these 4 steps, 4 factors that will result in the niche score, and more or less try to figure out yourself. But this niche has like a built-in algorithm that will count the score points for you, and eventually it will also create some awesome charts that will also show you what niches you have found are the best and which one are like maybe the one you shouldn't focus on. So let's copy the phrase here on Redbubble, for example, and let's copy the handyman hourly rate. So paste it here. Next thing we gotta do is to put number of competition. It was 71, so we've got a 71. That's already a 50 score points for this niche. Is Redbubble on the first page of Google search results? So this is the thing not many people are checking while researching the niches. So we're gonna copy the phrase and paste it into Google search results. So I have pasted it into Google handyman hourly rate, and let's see if there is even Redbubble on the first page. And as you can see, the Redbubble is not on the first page, and that is maybe because the handyman hourly rate, it might be the print on demand phrase, but not necessarily when people are searching for this phrase, they are looking for print on demand products, right? Maybe they look for the actual hourly rate. So from you can see, we can come back to my tool and click is Redbubble on the first page. Let's choose from the drop down list that no, Redbubble is not on the first page. Is there a tag spamming? So how to check if there is a tag spamming? You can just go to the Redbubble phrase results and you can open like maybe 2 best-selling products here. And after entering the best-selling products, we can scroll down the page and look on the tags, and as you can see, there is no tag spamming on Redbubble. But just for further check, let's maybe click on the second design that we have found, and as you can see here, no, there is also no tag spamming in this niche. So we can just click, is there tag spamming? No, there is no tag spamming in this niche. And how many searches does it have on Google? For this one, you will need to create an account on the keyword planner. It is free, and I'm leaving to the whole tutorial down in the description where you can actually check how you can set up the keyword planner for free, so you can check the monthly searches on Google. So we are on the keyword planner, and the next thing you gotta do is just click on discover new keywords. And the next step is going to be change the language to English and change the location to United States. You can also add the, for example, United Kingdom and Canada, as these are the most like best selling countries with the biggest amount of customers for print on demand products. But I'm just usually leaving on the United States. So right now you can enter the phrase we've just researched, so it's gonna be handyman hourly rate, and click on get the results. And as you can see, the average monthly searches are actually very high. So you see it's a 1k to 10k, so we can take the average from these numbers and let's enter 5,000 searches on Google Ads. So let's come back to my tool and enter 5,000 searches for keyword planner. So as you can see, for Redbubble we got like 87%, which means it's always worth trying to create such a design for Redbubble. But on the other hand, I filled the whole table for the merge by Amazon / you can use it also for KDP if you don't know. So the niche name, handyman hourly rate t-shirt, number of competition on Amazon, it was 1,000. Amazon was not on the Google search first page, and also it has the same amount of Google searches obviously as Redbubble. And do products have some reviews? I entered that some products have reviews because like not most of them have the reviews, but like quite few of them have at least one. And as you can see, the score points for this niche is 68%, and this gives you like more or less an idea that okay, this niche is quite good, but maybe it's not worth spending time and losing my slot on Merged by Amazon because it's only got 68%. And this is what I mean by analyzing the niches. You need to really analyze the potential of each niche. So not just researching by the number of competition, but also adding some more factors and getting like the sense and idea if the niche is going to sell. This is really important in print on demand. The next tip I want to give you is related to advertising your products. When I was starting on print on demand, I always thought that I gotta spend as much money as possible on different print on demand ads, because without this I cannot make sales, like they say, organic. But I believe that when you are beginning, it's completely not worth advertising, especially Redbubble products, maybe Amazon merch in some like a very rare cases. You're gonna be profitable, but generally on Redbubble, and I believe in most cases on Amazon, it's not gonna be worth your time. And adding to that, I believe that advertising will be the most profitable for you if you are doing it on the website that has on-site marketing. So for example, like on Amazon, after like achieving some certain level on Amazon merch, you can actually advertise your products. But for example, on the other hand, Redbubble doesn't have any advertisement tools. So how you can advertise your Redbubble product? Only on some external websites. And I see people are like, for example, entering Fiverr, looking for the Redbubble promotion and seeing these different gigs that for 15 euros or even 5 euros will share your Redbubble shop page and will get you some traffic, which they say is organic, but in fact this is a complete bot traffic. And trust me that I'm like 99% sure you won't receive even a single real customer from doing this kind of promotions. So any sort of like Fiverr promotions, any other website that will offer like external traffic won't do anything to your print on demand business. So don't waste money when you are beginning. Try to do everything organically, because simply it is not worth it at all advertising, especially externally. My third tip I want to give you is to not create a very complex designs. This was partially said in my previous video when I was talking about why your AI designs are not selling very well on print on demand. And basically I believe that most likely on print on demand, humor, but also sarcasm, activism, irony, these are the things that sell on print on demand, but not like a very complex design. This is definitely not a majority for print on demand sellers. So what I would choose to do is I would get rid of these very complex designs and choose to create most likely like a really nice font designs or something very minimalistic, because this is right now trendy and this is what people want to buy, want to purchase, not this any sort of very complex and detailed AI designs. No one wants to wear it, no one wants to buy it as a sticker from Redbubble. So yeah, I would focus more on quotes and like the meaning behind them. It could be funny, it could be sarcastic, as I mentioned before, but nothing really complex. People are not really buying this sort of products. So I've entered this niche, Be Kind, that was really popular back in the days. Right now it has like obviously a very high competition, 61,000, so it's not worth entering. But this niche is a very good example of the design I have in my mind when I'm telling you about this third tip. So as you can see, the Be Kind, a very simple fonts, but in, for example, some pastel colors, some handwritten fonts, very minimalistic designs, and you can see a lot of them. Like practically the whole first page is filled with the very simple designs which are not complex AI stuff, and this is what's selling in print on demand. On Amazon it's practically the same. The quotes saying the best, not a very complex design. Very big advice I have for you: do not spend like a crazy amounts of money on different AI generators to create print on demand products. More or less focus on the meaning of them and try to think if you would purchase yourself this kind of a design, if it is really worth purchasing. So this is my big third tip. And my fourth tip is kind of related to the previous one, because you gotta understand what sells. So you need to create in your head like a basic profile of your customer. And this is what I was saying in the previous tip. The activism quotes and the sarcastic quotes sells really well. And why? Because they have the meaning, because people can identify with them. And this is the way of thinking you should have in your designs. It's not only that the design appears trendy on some research website and you created something that looks really well, but doesn't have any meaning behind it. Can people like really go for this design? Do they have like I don't know, even sort of excitement in purchasing your product? This is super important while you're trying to understand what customer want to purchase in the print on demand. So as you can see, for example, I've entered the Be Kind t-shirt niche, which is right now super oversaturated, but again, this is a great example for you to look for. And as you can see, there was a Be Kind, very popular niche with the actual B, so this is sort of a double meaning, right, on this t-shirt. So Be Kind, it was not only like funny because it has double meaning, but it was also related to Be Kind movement. And on the other hand, it was related to the saving bees activist quote, very popular on the print on demand. So as you can see, it's got like 2,000 reviews because back in the days it was very popular. I suppose even right now it is super popular among the print on demand designs. So this is more or less the idea I want to give to you, that you should always try to find some sort of background behind the design, some sort of meaning behind it. And my last tip is probably gonna be the smallest one, and maybe some of you already know about it, but it's also really worth mentioning, especially nowadays when a lot of people receive, for example, bans on Redbubble, that their accounts are being terminated without giving any specific reason. And the fifth tip is to diversify as much as you can. So when you try to become a print-on-demand seller, you shouldn't focus only on Redbubble, but what I would recommend is to, for example, create a Redbubble shop, apply for Amazon merch, create a TeePublic account. These are like three main things I focus on, but also recently I started to focus more on KDP. So on KDP, if you don't know, you can create a very nice coloring books and they can sell like forever. So you can create one book, and if it sells well, it's gonna be selling for a really long period of time. So right now I'm showing you the sort of examples of KDP coloring books. And like a very big advantage in KDP over the Amazon merch is that you don't need to apply here for anything. You can just create an account and create as many books as you want. There are like no limitations. And the potential is still really huge, even if not the bigger than on Amazon merch. So always have the KDP in your mind while starting print-on-demand journey. So guys, I hope the tips were actually quite useful. I think that I tried to gather like the most important ones, not the ones you won't use anyway. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.